Hey everyone, welcome to the Dev Method. My name is Ricky. Let's talk about some things that are like quality of life improvements that I really enjoy. So hopefully you guys would really enjoy. And if not, you just get maybe a couple sneak peeks at what it is that I like to use throughout the day. So I'm using VS Code all day and every day. And then I'm also using command line tools. And so it's a combination of going back and forth from text editor to command line. And so there are a couple of like quality of life improvements that I'd like to share with you. So the thing that I wanted to customize was the prompt. I want some sort of useful information, and I want to also kind of like visually see it separate from the rest of the command output that's happening. But then I also need to like copy and paste some of the output and send it to people or something like that. So hopefully you pick up a little bit of what I'm used to here. But what I'm going to be using today is called oh-my-zsh or oh-my-zsh, and in combination with a theme called Powerlevel10k. Now, I prefaced this with it's a nice to have, it's not a must. So if you're trying to learn command line or just get better at it or something, this might just be a better quality of life improvement, but not necessarily a necessity. So there's so much in the README that I learned, so I just enjoyed it. So I'm going to walk you through some of that here today so that you guys can see where we're starting from. So the install, I looked up a couple different YouTube videos of this, and it looked like Windows works fine, Linux works fine. I don't know about M1 Macs, but I have an Intel Mac, and that's what I'm going to be using. So I'll show you what that looks like today. So if you have different issues or errors, you might have to look up online how to remedy those. So this is oh-my-zsh or oh-my-zsh, and essentially what we're looking at downloading here and installing is some sort of framework of plugins that you can use to customize your prompt or customize some of the output that you see on the screen. You have a little GIF running here in a loop. You can kind of see what kind of special look you might get. I'm going to go ahead and install. So if I click here, it scrolls me all the way down, and this is the command. So I'm actually going to do this because I actually uninstalled it earlier. And I'm also doing this inside of VS Code's terminal as well, just so we can start seeing what's going on. There we go. Whoa, look at that. All right, cool. And it reset our, that was really quick. And it reset our terminal command prompt already. Yeah, so it installed. So that was really easy. So hopefully it's just as easy for you when you run that at home. Now, if you don't want it installed, I'm actually going to show you what that looks like. And it's just uninstall, well, with two L's. Oh my zsh. And are you sure? Yes. Done. It's gone. Now, I probably won't see anything until I like remove this, like kill this terminal and then reopen it again. Let's see. Yeah, that's there. Anyways, I'm going to install it again. Look at that, so quick, so fast. Now, the file that you use to customize all this stuff is going to be your .zshrc file. That's what we're going to start with, at least. So let me open that up real quick. And since I had my install, I actually already had a couple of different things here. But let me just show you. Look at that, I got some nice syntax coloring. It shows a couple of different things here. So it shows a couple of different things here. And if I go down, yeah, there's a bunch of examples of what you could do. You can also read online. And then there's this plugins. And the plugins are all space separated, so you can download other ones, install them, and then start using them here. I don't really use any other plugins than just the Git one. There are a couple other ones that come up I know people really like, and you can use those as you wish. There are a couple of things that are missing here, but I'm not so worried because I will get those from my old backup file. But yeah, so this is the first theme, which is Robbie Russell. Let me just go up here real quick. As you can see, I'm going to get repository, so it's actually showing get information here. Let me change this to another one called Agnoster. Okay. Now, anytime I make a change, I'm going to have to use source and then the this file here, zshrc. There we go. And look at that. Already changed some of my prompt. So yeah, you can experiment with all different themes. They have them listed out online. And let's see. If we go to docs, themes. Here we go. Here's the wiki page on themes. So you can just like scroll through, see all the different themes. Yeah, you just change them and then reload with source and you're good. All right, so the next thing is let's install Powerlevel10k. Now, so I have this link ready to go. So I'm gonna copy and paste it in. Yeah, cool. Now, the next thing I need to do, next step here with oh-my-zsh, is to use this as the theme. Let's go do that. And comment this one out again. Put it in there, save it. And now, source from it. Oh, look at that. Cool. All right, so I already did some cool stuff here. It's like using some of the default stuff, but if I do, well actually, so what we want to do is we want to customize this. There's a little setup thing that you can do. So if I do P10K configure, like that, yeah, it's like a little wizard. And what that means is it's going to help us set up stuff, ask us some questions. So just walk through the questions, but take your time and read through them. Don't try and speed through them. You can go back and redo this if you want. You just type in that command again. So is this a diamond? Yes. Okay. Is this a lock? No. Is this a lock? No. And you can actually go and get these installed on your computer if you want to see some of that stuff. Prompt style. I like the rainbow one. It's very colorful, but you know, you can do whatever one you think looks nice. And just to also let you know, you could customize the colors. So we're going to get into that in a little bit. All right, Unicode. I want the Unicode one because it has these little things on the left and right. And we also get additional questions. You can see what the customization looks like. Let's see, show the current time. I don't want that because I just have the time on my computer, top corner. So there we go. Do I want angled or vertical? So I think it just means like this, what ends up looking like a little triangle. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the angled one. I like those little triangles. And we could do sharp or blurred. You know, I've never done the blurred one before, so let's do that one. And we could do a flat with, okay, with the tail at the end. Okay, yeah, I see. Or we could do it with, yeah, let's just do flat. Okay. One line or two, so you could type the commands in the middle of the line, or you could type it on the second line, so I'll do that one. Prompt connection. Oh, I see. So connecting the two, so you could do nothing, you could do a straight line, you could do the dots. I don't know. I'm not sure why you'd want to do one or the other. Again, it's personal preference, so I'm going to do 3. And the frame. I prefer it only on the left-hand side to show me those little wire things connecting and nothing else on the right. So I will do 2. Oh, and the color connection, frame color. Well, they almost look all the same to me, so I'll just pick dark. Compact, sparse. Let's do compact, I think. Concise, fluent. Oh, look at that. Fluent, Concise. Let's do concise. I understand what it is. And this one's actually really cool. This one's a transient prompt, meaning like you type in some commands that are maybe related to each other or one after another. They will actually print out line after line without the magical prompt that you get that with all these colors. So I'm going to do that one. And otherwise, you can have it always show. It's totally up to you. But I'm going to say yes. Instant prompt mode. Let's see. Choose this if you've read and understood instant prompt documentation. I don't know. I'll just pick recommended. Okay. Apply changes. Yes. Let's do it. All right, cool. So I applied the changes in here in my oh-my-zsh RC file. Wonder where it did that. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of this stuff down here. All right, cool. So now we're ready. It looks like I made a backup file of the last one, so that's fine. But yeah, we're ready to go. Let's see what kind of stuff we got. So I'll just list out things here. If we want to see that time again, I'll just do sleep 3 for 3 seconds. That's going to pop up. Yeah, so see that was that. So that's kind of cool. Git checkout, new branch. All right, cool. There's the branch showing there. Now, one thing I'm noticing here is I don't necessarily like this white color with the cyan color. So let's talk about customizing some of these colors because I feel like that is going to be important and you're going to want to see some sort of contrast, very similar to the green. I don't know, maybe you like the green, maybe you don't. So yeah, I would just go into some of your development folders and just kind of see like what pops up automatically in the prompts because there's the Git plugin already in there. But I think this is really cool to get you started here. But now let's customize those colors. And I have another link here that I'll share with you about the colors. Again, this is all in the README. So yeah, I could run the configure again. Or if I search in this file here, so this is the .p10k. So let's go there. All right, let me pull down this so we can see a little bit. So this is a huge file, but it's got a lot of stuff in here. And so what it was saying is if you just look for color, obviously you'll see it in the comments, but then you'll eventually find, oh, this is color of the filler and all this kind of stuff. So foreground color. Now it's like, what color do you pick? Because all you're going to see here are these numbers. So they got you covered. There's this little command here. You can use this to pull out all your colors. Now I'm going to do it side by side so we can see them both at the same time. So move my panel to the right here. But yeah, these are all the colors. You copy and paste that in. Pretty sweet. So that prompt color, the foreground color is going to be the white text. So I don't want that. I'm going to do like I'm going to do 242. 242, or wait, 240 it said. 240. Oh, that's this. Okay, so actually, no, I'm going to keep that there. What else could we do here? Okay, the color of the segment separators. Okay, so foreground. What are the other foreground stuff? Oh, and they have these nice, like this one here, says like what it is, OS icon, colon, and then a little bit of a more descriptive title, and then the colors there. So yeah, you can change the colors. I'm not sure what looks kind of like a white, like 015 or something. Or maybe like, let's see, let's look for foreground again. Here it is, current directory, foreground. Yeah, this is close to a white, but I'm going to do 242, save it. Now to get that to reflect in the prompt, this is where I do that source command again. So source, like so. Yeah, okay. So we got a little bit of it working. I think just the slash there though. Current directory. Okay, cool. So that was the directory part. But now, okay, 242. Do it again. Nope. 242. This one? There it is. That's the one. All right, so just try this stuff out. Give it a try because, you can always just do something else. Oh, look at this. Bold, not bold. True, false. Okay, let's see what that does. Yeah, not bold. All right, well, if you don't like it, you take it out, right? Okay. So yeah, I'm going to stick with something a little bit like this. Now, the next thing, though, I want to go through are the plugins. So let's look for a cool one. Actually, let me look at the plugins on the site real quick. I have that link for you as well. There is an example of doing your own. So I want to show you this real quick. This is on some Linux system somewhere, and you can look at the thermals of the CPU, I suppose, or whatever. And they wrote a little command line prompts addition of putting in the CPU temperature every time the prompt comes up, whatever that snapshot was. So here it's, I guess, really hot. So yeah, that's what they put as the temperature. Oh, look. Then it comes up in the prompts. That's the idea of some of these. So let me show you batteries. So battery. Oh, there's battery threshold levels, so you can customize that. That's actually cool. I did not know that. Yeah, okay, cool. So there's this part in the file. Where is this? Yeah, so it says Powerlevel10k write prompt elements. Pretty sweet. So they have like all sorts of cool stuff you could do. Yeah, look at this status code of last command. And yeah, so and then they all relate to other options that you have down below as well. So I'm going to do this battery one. So let me show you what that looks like. Oh, did it not work? Oh, I am plugged in. Is it going to be longer? Ah, there it is. All right, cool. So yeah, there's my battery level. Now I've seen it actually go up and down before, so I know that the number changes. I know that the icon there changes, so that's kind of cool. Let's do another one. Let's do Wi-Fi. I thought that this one was pretty sweet as well. Yeah, look at that. It shows me a little bit of my Wi-Fi that's going on in my home. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what some of these other things are, but I did learn quite a bit going through it, so I thought it'd be really helpful to see all this. Now there is one here if you want to look at, like, if you're working on backend stuff like Terraform, you got some Kubernetes, or let's see, some Python, PHP. You got some backend stuff like AWS or Azure, Google Cloud. Yeah, so the profile one's really cool. If you want to check out that one for AWS, might be interesting for you if you're using that. But yeah, so today was just a little sneak peek at what I use in just every day, just this command line and what I like to customize. I know I didn't go too far in depth into what I actually use on the computer because I uninstalled some of it, but at least you get an idea of how to set it up and how to get started and how to experiment. And yeah, so if you want, you can share some of the things that you customize in the comments below, or if you guys have questions, leave them down there as well. And yeah, so we installed oh-my-zsh, we installed Powerlevel10k, we customized some colors, and then we even took advantage of some of the built-in plugins. And you could also make your own plugin, which I'm probably going to experiment in doing. All right, so thanks for watching. Have a good one.